AP Psychology, we're getting down to the wire. Today, for me, is Tuesday, but this won't be due until Thursday. But for me, at least, it is 1 week from the AP test. And so for you, it will either be 1 week or less than a week until the AP test. So I feel fairly confident that there's going to be a research question on the AP test. So today I thought we would just brush up on that. So in 2014, I'm going to give you the 2014 first half of the free response question, and we'll just do that today. So I'm going to have you take the first half of 2014, which is the research question. Some of these things you might not know about, which could be the case for the AP test also, but you have access on this and in the actual AP test to your notes and online resources. And I kind of want this to be practice for that also. So you need to be able to do that without plagiarizing. They're getting very serious about plagiarizing this year, and especially since you have access to the whole internet. And so use the internet. Definitely use the internet. If there's a term that you don't know about, and here, even something as silly as if you don't, which one's independent, which one's dependent, so look it up. And find, independent's the one that you manipulate the independent and you measure the dependent. Fantastic. All right, so that jotted your memory, and now you can remember what you learned in class and write about independent and dependent variables and cause and effect and all that. So yes, absolutely, look things up, and you're allowed to, by the way, you look things up, but do not actually take the information verbatim from online and put it on your paper, because then it would be cheating, and you don't want that. I don't want that. So it's kind of a balance there. There's 7 possible points here. So what we're going to do is we're going to answer these questions, and I have all 3 of these documents on Classroom. And this, again, is the actual AP question from 2014, and it is, they just describe an experiment. So I think it's going to be pretty much like this. I think we really don't go over ethics of experiments very much in class, so I want to go ahead and include this as well, but use the internet if you need to remind yourself that's what the independent variable is. Not on this one, but on some other research questions, there's questions about operational definitions. And if you don't remember what that is, look it up. Or go to that big old thick packet that we got for class. Look it up there. And so then that's what, okay. And then you can write about it. But use your own words when you write about it. And like always, you define the term in your own words. And that's not good enough to give you the point, but it's probably a good idea. So you'll say, independent variable is the variable that is manipulated inside of the experiment. Great, but that doesn't give you the point yet. It is a good idea, and it makes it more likely that you will get the point once you apply it. So I'm just going to have you answer these 7 questions, and then I'm going to have you grade yourself. And please feel free to actually grade yourself, because as long as you give me a submission back with your score, if you say, I got 2 out of 7 right, I got 7 out of 7 right, I didn't get anything right, that's not good. But you also will get 100% on PowerSchool. So go ahead and tell me what you got right in PowerSchool. Accurately, don't lie or cheat there, because you'll get the same grade regardless. But I included the grading rubric, and we've looked at this before, but it'll just say the things that you have to do to get the point, and then it'll also give examples of things that do not score, things that do score. Here it just says do not score. It didn't give examples of things that do score, but often it'll say, here, like, explain what statistical significance means, do score. I guess I shouldn't really show this, but without looking at the rubric yet, just answer the questions. You're going to grade your own, and then I want you to look at the sample. The sample question actually gets all 7 correct. So there are 7 possible points, and the sample gets 7 out of 7. So I just want you to look at this, compare it to yours, and see how this is like the best possible. But it is a good free response question answer. So look at that and compare it to yours, and we're almost there. Only 1 week left. So that's all we're doing today. So turn that in, and then you'll be done for the day. And we have less than a week left to go until the AP test.